a construct of the elite. I've said it before, I'll say it again. There isn't a climate emergency. Brian Catt, who's pretty learned and qualified to talk about this, can give you all the information, fundamental, simple points. Number one, CO2 doesn't drive the climate. Number two, it is a mechanism to, I think, control us and to try and cause all kinds of authoritarian implementations. And number three, we're wrecking our economy when even if everything I've said is completely wrong, adaptation is cheaper than the ludicrous idea that we can stop climate change, which has been going on for billions of years. In fact, how arrogant is it for humans to think that we can stop it?
I mean, Matt, this is the thing. I mean, it's not an isolated thing. This is a global thing that's happening, isn't it? I mean, you've got the Dutch farmers saying that actually this whole drive to net zero is destroying their business. They're like the second biggest agricultural providers in Europe. You've got other countries. You had Sri Lanka attempting to make an environmental zone, and in the end, the people couldn't stand it. They couldn't stomach it, and they sort of trounced the palace. And this is not. It seems to be we've all gone along with this. But there comes a point where it's starting to affect people. What do you think?
But there is an argument for national TV shows not to give platforms to climate change deniers. So, for example, the BBC won't do that. Let me give you.
No one's denying that the climate is changing. Right. We're just saying that is. Right. See, that's the thing. So let's just get the.
Well, man-made climate change. Okay. Fine. So there's an argument. Let me make my point. There's a good, strong argument. I think the BBC is right in this, in not giving a platform to people who go against the overwhelming scientific consensus. You'll have a chance to come back on that. I do basically agree with that with the national broadcaster, but I'm happy to come on a show like this to take on views that are aired by Lembit, and to try my very best to convince our viewers, your viewers, that Lembit is wrong. I feel a little bit like we're on the Titanic, and I'm now on the top bit, the really highest bit above water, and I've got Lembit sitting next to me saying, well, we're not really sinking, are we? Because we're actually higher now than we were before. So the science is clear. The science is very clear. I can't give you a graph because the camera won't zoom in quickly enough, but I really beseech everyone, after they've finished watching your show, just go and do some basic research, which will show you that of the last 25 years or so, almost every single one of those years has been hotter than the last, has been going up. Almost every single one of those years is way hotter than it was before we introduced the sort of infrastructure and industry that creates carbon dioxide emissions.